can't sleep, 'cause thoughts devour, thoughts of you consume. Stay with me a little longer. I will wait for you. Shadows creep and one grows stronger, deeper than the truth.
Trapped in space and time. For too long I dream of you.
just one call away, and you'll leave him your loyal to me. But this time I'll let you be, 'cause he seems like he's good for you, and he makes you feel like you should. And all your friends say he's the one. His love for you is true. But
the same as me. My redemption, eternal ascension, setting me free. So I'll take what I want, then leave.